Hello everyone, today you have joined the DT Creative Elk YouTube channel. In the previous lesson, we learned to work with unit. Now we'll talk about saving these unit related settings as a template, so we have the unit option here, which is MGS. Click here and go to Edit Document Unit. Now if you don't have this option here, you can also go to this gear icon and select Options. And select Document Property in Unit. Now we'll set a custom unit for this, so I'll go to Custom. And we'll specify some unit values here, but before that, let me go back to this drafting standard. So just go to this drafting standard and here you will see that we have an overall drafting standard which is set to ISO. So I'll change it to NCC. And now once you change that, all the settings in your document will change accordingly. For example, if I go to annotations now, you'll see that annotation is using NCS standard and everything will be accordingly. Dimensions are also using NCC standard, tables are using NC standard. So are the Dim Expert tool. So once you change your drafting standard, everything will use that standard. So if I change it to ISO, well, everything will use the ISO standard. Now the same thing is applicable for unit. So if you go to unit, it is going to use that same unit system. But if you select custom unit, you can override it completely and add your own custom set of units. So in this case I'll go to custom and then I'll add my own set of units. So for the length, maybe let's use center. It is something very unconventional for the dual dimension. I'll leave inches now for the decimal places. Let's use 4 decimal places and now you'll see this message which says that ISO standard has been modified. Well, because we are now using values which are not defined as per ISO standard. So the drafting standard will now be called ISO modified because we have modified it. So if you want to change this for the dual dimension, then change it here. Now for every other property I'll leave the defaults and with that I'll click on OK. Alright. So now we have a custom unit setting here. As you can see, we are now using a completely custom unit which will be visible here as well. Let's save it as a template. Now to save it as a template, need to first make a template folder. Now I'll make a template folder somewhere here on the desktop, so I'll right click. And I'll make a new folder, let's call it template. Alright. And inside this we'll save our own templates. So here is the template folder which is completely empty. Let's go to Solidworks again and here I'll go to Options. Now we need to first tell Solidworks about the location of this folder. So for that go to Options. And then select System Options. And select File Location. Inside the file location we have the location of the default template folder. So if the default template location is not visible, go to the drop-down and select Document Templates from the list and the location of the default template folder will show up. So currently the template is saved inside this template folder, but we want to add our own, so click on Add Desktop and I'll select this templates folder, so I'll double-click and now this folder is selected. Click on Select Folder. It's added. So now we have the OneDrive desktop and templates added here. Alright, so we have it added. Let's click on OK. And yes. Alright, so we have now added a new location for our template and we can now save our drawing. Now this step is very important, so don't forget to add a template right inside the file location. Now to save it, go to the Save As option from here, or you can go to File and Save As. And from this list select Part Template. Now we can save our file in any of these formats, but in this case we are making a template, so make sure you are selecting Part Template here. Now this will directly take you to the default folder. If it takes you to any other folder, just move back to your templates folder. So just go to your templates folder, give it a name, let's call it Sample Temp. Alright, and I'll click on Save. Alright. We have created a new template. Let's see how it looks. So I'll just close this drawing from here. Alright, I'll click on New. And now inside this Templates tab we have the sample template, so we have a new Templates tab right here which has been created, and you can just select the sample template. Click OK. And here we are. So now the drawing will start with the template and all the settings are exactly the same. So just look at this, we have the custom unit. If you go to Options and Document Property in Units, you'll see the same set of units are available here. So click OK, and that's how you can create and save your templates and use it every time you're starting your new drawing. So from now on, if you start a new drawing, you'll always get a prompt where you can select your custom template. So in this case I will just select the default template. That's this part, and I'll click OK to start my drawing here. And I'll also delete that template folder. I don't want it permanently, so I'll go to this one option, System option and File Location, and I'll select this. And I'll delete it for now because I don't need this template, so I'll click on Delete and I'll click OK. And yes. And we are done. So now it will no longer select that folder, and if I open the new file. So once again we have this templates MBD tutorial, but we don't have that template. That custom template is no longer available, so we can select pot and start our drawing with the pot template. I hope you can understand. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.